Hello, my name is Chad. Welcome to part 4 of my Harry Connick Jr. vinyl collection. This video picks up on October 23rd, 2001, when Harry released 2 albums. The first one I'm going to show is 30. This album was recorded in 1998 when Harry Connick Jr. was 30 years old. However, it wasn't released until 2001. Much like 25 from 1992, the majority of this album is Harry alone with his piano. However, there are 3 tracks where Harry is joined by other musicians, and I'll highlight those tracks. If I Were a Bell features the always amazing Ben Wolf on bass. My favorite song on this album is There's Always One More Time, which is a duet with Reverend James Moore, who also plays organ on that track. And then the last song on the album, I'll Only Miss Her When I Think of Her, features an incredible trumpet solo from Wynton Marsalis. This is the first of Harry's albums to be released as a double album. It's also the first of his albums to feature a custom label. And once again, this is on the Columbia label. The other album released on October 23rd, 2001 is Songs I Heard. On this album, Harry is singing songs from popular movie musicals. The songs on this album are from the movies The Sound of Music, The Wizard of Oz, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Mary Poppins, and Annie. Some of my favorite tracks off of this album are Golden Ticket, I Want It Now, which features Harry doing some dramatic Veruca Salt dialogue. The Jitterbug, which was actually an outtake from The Wizard of Oz. That song didn't make the final cut of the movie, but it's a really great song, so I'm glad he included it here. Over the Rainbow, of course, Harry does a wonderful job on that song. And then the last track on the album, Do Re Mi, is a lot of fun. It was recorded as if it was a spontaneous jam session. The bass player is sitting alone playing the scales. Harry walks in and joins him on piano. They start playing Do Re Mi. A little bit later, the drummer walks in and he joins in on it. It was just really nicely done. And this is again on the Columbia label. You might notice that this label is slightly different from the Columbia labels I've been showing in the other videos. Instead of the red and yellow color scheme, this one is red and white. For the next album, we're going to jump ahead to 2009. Of course, Harry did release albums between 2001 and 2009. However, none of those albums were released on vinyl. So this next album is titled Your Songs. On this album, Harry is covering pop songs. Songs such as Just the Way You Are by Billy Joel, And I Love Her by the Beatles, Your Song by Elton John. But my favorite song on this album is Can't Help Falling in Love with You. I think we can all agree that Elvis Presley's version is the definitive version of that song, but Harry's version on this album is second best. He does a really great job on that song. This is a double album with these nice custom inner sleeves. And here are the records. This again is on Columbia and features a custom label. For this next album, we're going to jump ahead again to 2015. This album is titled That Would Be Me. Much like the funk albums from the mid-90s, this album is very different from anything that Harry had done previously. This is very much a pop album, but what I really love about this album is the lyrics. The lyrics on this album are very introspective, and there's a lot of emotion that comes through both within the content of the lyrics and the delivery of the lyrics. This album starts off with I Like It When You Smile, which is a really upbeat, fun song. Some of my other favorites on here are Trying to Matter, Do You Really Need Her, You Have No Idea, Where Prisoners Drown. I could go on and name every song on this album. This is a really good album, but my absolute 2 favorite songs are the two that end the album on side D, Every Time I Fall in Love and Right Where It Hurts. This again is a double album with custom inner sleeves. It has these really nice photos of Harry in the studio. And I just really love this picture right here. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive that I have. And so this version comes with what they call a mini poster. It's not really much of a poster, it's just a reprint of the album cover. It also comes with a download card. And again, this is on the Columbia label, double album with custom labels. The next album was released in 2019. This is titled True Love, A Celebration of Cole Porter. With this album, Harry is no longer on Columbia Records. This was released on Verve. This is a fantastic album. With this one, he's getting back to the big band. The packaging of this album is absolutely beautiful. It has this really nice gatefold sleeve. A few of my favorites off of this album are Anything Goes, I Concentrate on You, just one of those things. It's a double album with these really nice inner sleeves. This sleeve has the note from Harry and the credits. And then the other side, there's this really nice photo. And then the other sleeve has all the lyrics to the album and a really great photo on the other side. And this is also a Barnes & Noble exclusive, so it comes with the photo print. And I really like what they did with this one. Instead of just reprinting the photo on the jacket, you get a nice photo here, which I assume is exclusive to this edition. And here are the records. And there's the label. This next album is Harry Connick Jr.'s most recent album, released in 2021. This one is titled Alone with My Faith. As the title implies, this is a gospel album that Harry recorded entirely alone in his home studio. He did all the recording of the album himself. He plays all the instruments and he sings all of the vocal parts. This again is on Verve. And again, they did an absolutely beautiful job with the packaging of this album. In fact, the photography on here and the overall artwork and packaging, in my opinion, is the best of any Harry Connick Jr. album. All of the photographs were taken by Harry's daughter, Georgia Connick, and they are just outstanding. This again is a gatefold. This side has all the lyrics. And this side has the note from Harry, the credits, and this really nice photo of Harry. And then here's the back cover. This is a mix of traditional and original gospel songs. Some of the songs that most people would be familiar with are Old Time Religion, Amazing Grace, How Great Thou Art, The Old Rugged Cross. My favorite song on this album is one of Harry's originals, God in My Gospel. There's also two songs on here that are exclusive to the vinyl edition that were not included on the CD. And those songs are One Wander Away and Mater de la Rosa. There's no custom inner sleeves with this album. Again, it's a double album. And here is the label. That concludes my Harry Connick Jr. vinyl collection. Over the course of these 4 videos, I've shown everything that I have in my collection for Harry Connick Jr. As I add to this collection, whether it's a different pressing of an album I already own, or hopefully Harry releases a new album and I can add that into my collection, I'll do additional videos to show what I'm picking up. Until then, that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching.